guys, welcome back to the Kerncast. We got a very special episode here today. I'm pretty excited about this one. We got both members of the team, minus Devin. Devin couldn't make it today, but this is everybody that's on the channel here. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves here? Or?
I'm Kyle. Alright, I'm Nate.
First, I want to start off by saying thanks for supporting our skit.
That was good.
So awesome, man. I
cool.
felt so good about that skit. We got a ton of positive feedback on it, and I can't wait to make more. I'm really excited that it worked out. Also, another thing I wanted to bring up is that we're possibly thinking about a name change here for the channel. Because originally, the channel name was like a mesh of everybody's names who's going to be in the channel. Shit didn't work out, and so now some of those people aren't in the channel. And so now I feel like we have to change the name almost, you know?
Yeah.
Which I feel like it's got a nice ring to it, but also, you know, it just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds good at first. You have to give it time.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a name change. I put a poll on Twitter, there were some people that voted, and people said that we should change the name. So I'm not really sure what it's gonna be yet. We're tossing a few ideas around, but we'll keep you posted on that when we figure that one out. So just stay tuned, I guess, if you care. So today we're gonna start off with our game here. We got some.
We're jumping right into it.
Oh yeah,
Jumping.
Jumping off with the game. That sounded fucking stupid. Alright.
Jumping off with the game.
Ooh, it's the Halloween episode. I should probably mention that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, spooky. We're in our dad. You guys took off your dad disguises? What the hell? I just noticed that.
Your identities are gonna be released.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
My lip was getting sticky. Yeah, my stash is sliding.
Lame. Alright, so basically we're doing some Halloween true or false here. And so since Kyle's sitting next to me, I'll be on a team with Kyle.
Yeah.
I'll be on a team with Nate.
Yeah, got boy Steve over here.
And if they get the question wrong, Nate and Kyle are the only ones answering. If they get the question wrong, then we both have to take a dab of wasabi.
A dab of wasabi.
Alright, so let's get the shit started. Steve, do you got the crackers over there too?
I do
for
have
that?
crackers to put the wasabi on.
Sweet, gnarly.
Alright, should we just jump right into this?
Jump
then?
it.
Just go for the first one.
Alright, gentlemen,
Wait, are we like?
You're gonna write it down so that way.
Oh, okay.
write it down
Okay.
so we
We're
know
right
you
next to
aren't
each
just.
other.
I'm left-handed, you're right-handed, we'll cover each other.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright. Alright, first question. Halloween dates back 2,000 years ago during
So
an ancient Celtic festival. Is it Celtic or Celtic? I think it's Celtic.
Celtic.
I think it's Celtic.
Okay.
Or no, wait. There's the basketball team
Team is
though.
the
and there's
Celtic. That's what I was going over in my head.
But I think it's Celtic. Yeah.
I'd say Celtic.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. So what's the question?
Is it true or false?
True or false? Halloween dates back 2,000 years ago during an ancient Celtic festival.
Are you gonna tell us what the festival's called?
It's called Samhain.
Sam Hain.
Interesting.
Alright.
You got your answers?
Yes.
Locked in?
Yeah,
Yes.
locked and loaded.
Alright. It is true.
God dang it, Nate.
Samhain!
I knew it.
What in the Sam Hades?
What in the Sam Hain?
I thought Halloween was like Halloween.
This is like the very first origin point for the festival.
Okay.
Well, here's your cracker, sir.
Alright.
You look just like us.
Is that racist?
I don't know. Can it be considered racist? Dude, good job, Kyle. I'm proud of you, man. We keep this shit going. We'll never have a spicy one. You spit all that out?
No, I don't know what happened.
Dog, all you have to do is tear it off.
Why didn't we do this before?
There's literally a pull
Y'all should have
tab.
it. It's difficult.
Is it Steven?
Yeah.
I'll vouch for him, it wasn't easy.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, are you just spreading it with that?
I was just spreading it out.
Okay, I was like, I wouldn't do like stacking it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you guys are gonna have to eat a lot of that.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
That Nate's stupid? Maybe.
Alright. Just clink it. Opens the senses.
Opens the senses.
Oh.
You see better?
I can smell colors.
Next question.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Shit, okay. Question number 2. Halloween was originally celebrated on November 1st when it was believed the ghost of the dead returned to the earth. Y'all got a wet paper.
Yeah.
Guys, got your answers locked in?
Answers are locked.
It is false.
Thank God.
Y'all both got false?
Yeah.
Did you put true?
No.
You put false.
It's
Oh.
true.
You put true, didn't you?
I know he put false.
Another cracker.
Oh, God damn it.
I know the strat now. I got this.
What's the strap?
Got a lay of the land
Answer
now?
the
Gotta lay
question
of the
right.
land.
I understand now. I see what you're getting at.
You think there's a pattern of sorts?
No. We just know the answers now.
Oh, okay.
We read your mustache.
Ah, shit, I should have covered that up.
That was fucking unbearable. That was disgusting.
Ow. You know, I like a little wasabi, but I don't like it in my nose.
Wasabi peas, that's where it's at, man. Alright.
How do people eat with mustaches? Like,
I don't know, it's like bothering me like when I take a sip of the water, you know? Damn. Anyway, question number 3. During this time of the year, the Celts believe... Is it Celt? It's okay, it's Celts. During this time of the year, the Celts believed the Druids could make predictions that would guide them through the harsh winter. Druids being Celtic priests.
Is that really what it is? A Celtic priest?
So the website said.
I thought a druid was like a type of spirit.
I don't know, they said they would make prophecies.
that's what the website said. Gotta believe the website.
Being that it is true.
Gang, gang, gang.
Alright. Give me another cracker.
Oh my god, dog! I almost feel like it's on purpose, man. We're never gonna have to eat nothing.
Yeah, that's what
I'm holding this here, so you know it's
What
not
happens if we tie on one? Does everybody eat if it's
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah, if we tie, everybody eats.
Alright.
God damn.
I'm starting to get a net. This is
Wait, are you saying like if you tie and it's
If everybody gets it wrong, we all eat.
yeah.
You know what?
Are you guys
No, I'm used to it now.
how much
Don't even hurt.
how much is left? I got quite a bit left. Enough to get us through the game anyway. Steve, you good? Your mustache looking a little rough.
It went right up my nose.
Alright. Question number 4.
God damn, that was only 3 questions.
How many questions is there?
9 plus a bonus.
Ooh.
Druids would build large sacred bonfires to burn crops and animals as sacrifice to Celtic deities.
You got
Would
it.
you like me to repeat the question?
No.
I believe in you this time, Nate. I believe that you got it.
Me too.
Trust in the
I'm
process.
trusting the process. Oh yeah.
Kyle ain't shit.
I
Alright,
wasn't quite sure about this one.
this one is true.
Yeah, okay.
God!
Are we all eating?
Yeah.
Are we all eating?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right after Nate asked, what happens if we all get it right?
Yeah, no shit.
For being 50-50, man, it's like I'm
Yeah.
blanks.
You don't know.
You don't know. Boom.
I thought it was going to be
When the
something.
wasabi hits you. Boom.
I thought you were going to do something stupid and be like, no, actually,
Yeah.
they just stabbed him to death. There wasn't any fire.
Got him.
Alright. Gotta like scrape off the rest of what Steven's been spreading.
Boom.
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 Alright.
That's rough.
You
Boom.
don't know.
Oh.
You don't know. Put it on in there.
Alright, ready, Steve? Or Kyle?
Yep, I'm ready, Nate.
It's already
I
gone.
mean, Logan.
Bangers.
Can you feel it in your nose?
Yeah, that's when it hurts the worst.
Yeah.
Ow!
Some good wasabi.
Oh, please get the rest of them right, Kyle. That was
You
rough.
haven't ate.
I know, that was fucking rough, though.
No, man, I'm used to it now.
I'm feeling for you guys now. Holy
No,
shit.
I don't even hurt
No.
anymore.
No?
Used to it.
I'm just gonna wipe away this tear real quick. I'm good to
Dude,
go.
I just felt like I
need a
drank
rag.
gasoline or
I got some
something, man.
sweat on my forehead over here.
Gasoline is delicious.
I don't.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
Yeah, that's a
all.
lie.
It is a lot.
I mean, at least from what you told me.
It's kind of sweet, but like not.
All right, what are we on? 5? Yes.
Yep.
During the Halloween celebration, the Celts would swap clothes with their.
I'm not gonna listen
Bro.
to the question.
You didn't even
Fuck.
listen to the question.
During the Halloween celebration, the Celts would swap clothes with their neighbors and pretend to be them.
You know,
This is the
sometimes,
origin of the Halloween costume.
Honestly, I think that's a better strategy for me. Is not listen to the question. Just answer.
sometimes it works better when you just go for it instead of
Go for broke. boy.
using logic.
I'll be illogical.
You guys got your answers locked in?
Logic's lesser known brother.
This one is false.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking
Put
about.
true.
What'd they do?
Trust in the process there.
I just made
That
that.
is pretty stupid.
I just
Why
made
would
that
they be
one.
like,
I
oh,
felt
I'll dress
like-
up like Bill, and Bill, you can dress up like me.
That's why it's false. That's why I just made it up.
Hey, I answered false before the question.
That's a double
It
point.
doesn't even count
How does that not count?
because it's you.
That's just unfair on your end.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not ready for this a second time.
I am.
I'm really happy that I don't have to eat
Yeah.
one this time.
Oh.
It's good the second time, guys.
It's much better the second time, I would say. Once you get that sting, like the powers to the roof of your mouth and out your nose.
Yeah, shit. That shit hurts, man.
That shit hurt it.
We should scoop this up like it's pistachio ice cream.
All right. Ready, Cal?
Sure.
Let's do this.
All right.
It's nice witnessing the pain from this side.
Yeah. How's it feel? Oh, I forgot. You don't know.
It tastes bad.
Let me get a tissue, man.
Dude, it doesn't bother me till it gets to my nose. That shit stings.
Yep.
It's weird. Powers through the roof of your nose and out your roof of your
I think
mouth.
it's got like a weird flavor. Like it's like the flavor.
Of lead paint. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It almost doesn't taste like wasabi.
No, it doesn't.
Like the
I
shit
think it's
that
like
you get on
mixing
like
with a
wasabi
cracker
beans.
or
Yeah.
something.
Steve, you got a full charge on your camera, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one, folks. Alright. Question 6. The Romans were the first to integrate the tradition of trick-or-treating into the celebration.
Do I have a booger hanging out my nose?
You're good, Doug.
Alright.
You listen to the question, you idiot.
The Romans.
Now we're gonna get it wrong.
I'll repeat it.
I'm trusting the process.
The Romans were the first to
process.
integrate the tradition of trick-or-treating into the celebration. Into Samhain.
The Romans were pretty forward thinking.
They're pretty
What?
dope.
Did you say they were the first to?
Integrate trick-or-treating into the holiday.
What?
When the
Samhain?
kids go out and get
You
candy.
said they made up Samhain.
That's
No.
trick-or-treating.
No. They did not make
They
it.
just furthered it.
They integrated it into
Oh,
because
okay.
they eventually conquered the Celts.
Yeah.
So they integrated trick or treating into the.
Ways of the Romans.
I feel like
He's thinking about it way too much.
yeah, I feel like he's putting a lot of false details into there. I feel like he's just spitballing randomness. That's okay.
Got your answer, Nate?
Yeah.
Locking them in?
Yeah.
It is false.
Yes!
I was ready for another cracker anyway.
They were the first to integrate bobbing for apples, though. That is a Roman tradition.
Give me that wasabi. I need some of that. Oh,
I
crap.
didn't even know apples grew there.
Excuse me? Johnny Appleseed planted them all over the world.
Johnny Appleseed, that man was the shit. Thanks, Johnny.
That's delicious.
He could leap over oceans. Did you know that? Lesser known fact. Johnny
Yeah.
Appleseed.
He like
Was
rustled
it-
bears and.
This might
Shit.
sound stupid, but was Johnny Appleseed? Did he really?
He was
real?
a real person.
He was an American
But
hero.
yeah, not where I was thinking you were going with that. Real person, but they stretched his image. Like It made him larger than life.
need that.
Your water's right in front of you.
Yeah, it's empty.
Shit, dude.
Suck that down, man.
Yep.
You had the cracker
Get
twice. We've had it 5 times.
All right,
Oh, God.
I'm just a thirsty fella.
number 7. Young women believed they could conjure the name or image of their future husband by doing tricks with yarn, apple parings, and mirrors on Halloween night.
Locked.
Sure.
Locked in?
Yeah.
This one is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Nobody's eating. All right. Number 8. Americans spend an estimated $6 billion on Halloween, making it the country's second largest commercial holiday,
Second one.
behind Christmas.
Yeah. For sure.
Sorry.
Third's Valentine's Day.
Answer is locked.
Yeah.
This one is true.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Question number 9. The final one, before the bonus. Trick or treat began when peasants would beg for food in return for the praying of the family who would oblige them. True or false?
Wait.
What does that mean?
So like, they'd be like, "Can you give us food
If the
and pray for us?"
no, if the family gave them food, then it was the peasant's job to pray for the family that gave it to them. It's like an exchange.
Yeah, it's like goodwill.
Yeah.
But with,
Yes.
ancient times.
Yeah.
It's like a cash for gold system.
Are we locking this shit in?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It is true.
All right. Cool.
Oh, you got it wrong? I saw that. He got it wrong. Y'all got it wrong?
Yeah.
It was
Fucking cracker.
they would offer them pastries. They were called soul cakes, and it was where trick or treating derived from, and it was originally called. They would say they're going a souling instead of trick or treating.
Going to soul.
Going a
Be
souling.
back in a bit, Mom. I'm going to Solon.
Going to spooping.
You been keeping score over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, dude.
Yes.
I don't have any water left.
Oh,
I'll go get some more.
Thanks. I'll cracker you up.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
the problem is when it goes through your nose, or through your mouth, nose, and forehead. Do you get it in your forehead?
Slightly like an afterburn.
Just stings.
All right. Well, bonus?
Oh, we got. Did you eat yours already?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It doesn't even affect us anymore.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna front. That shit hurts. That shit hurt.
Oh shit! Here it goes. Oh, it's a wave. Power through.
That mustache looks so legit on
I
you.
know.
Ah, I wish I could grow one like this, man. I'd love that. Ugh.
What a test.
It really comes in a wave, man. It's like you're
I got
preparing
another
for it and
tissue.
just blast. Damn. Shit is hot, dude.
It's not even hot. Just like pain.
Yeah, it's just pain.
Yeah, pain in the tube.
It would have been a lot funnier if you guys had to take like 6 crackers.
That's what they call my dick.
Pain in the tube. I'm sure the ladies love that one. All right.
It does.
Bonus question.
Bonus?
Bonus question. This is for 3
Might as well
points.
finish the chest.
Steve, this is for 3 points.
All right.
Oh my god. We can tie it up.
What was the name of one adaptation of the Samhain festival as coined by the Romans after they conquered the Celts' territory? This is multiple choice.
Okay.
A. Feralia. B. Drexten. C. Leonius. And D. Fortuna Gaul.
This is all you. I can't help you.
I got it.
Y'all got it?
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Lock it.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna count down. You say your
All right.
say your letters. 3, 2, 1.
D.
Y'all are both wrong.
The first two sound like you adapted rapper names into the.
Feralia is
Pharrell.
it's A.
I'm like, there's no way. He made that one up. It's Pharrell.
Feralia.
Feralia.
Are we taking another cracker?
No, I think we're good.
Should we not for the bonus one? Or should we
Yo.
just do it?
Let's take some on an Oreo.
Dude, I'm ready for a fucking Oreo.
Let's remove the cream and replace the cream
With
this.
wasabi. Great idea. Love it.
Everybody.
We have to stack it up as high as the cream.
Stop.
It's such a
Okay, the thing about the mystery Oreos, are they different? Is it all one flavor, or is it
It's all the
combination? Okay.
Are you putting this on there?
Fuck no.
Just saying an Oreo, dude.
I was ready.
It's a fruit. It's Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
It's Fruity Pebbles Oreos.
Shit.
No, Fruit Loops.
No. Mystery salt.
It's Fruity Pebbles.
Fruit Loops.
It's definitely Fruity Pebbles.
It tastes exactly like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. They're good.
It smells like Fruity Pebbles.
That mystery did not last very long. Oreos, you done fucked it up.
You're not now.
You're right now.
Well,
Well, shit, that was fun.
if I scored, Kyle had 5 points. We had 2.
All right.
God.
Kyle and I are the winners. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yep.
It kind of looks shady because I'm the one holding the book over here.
Yeah.
But like I was going like this the whole time. So we're done now.
We're done now.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Let's move on to something a little less painful here. What are you guys' thoughts on trick or treating? Kind of wanted to know this.
Dope.
Like, was trick or treating like open to you when you were a kid, or were your parents like, nah, you can't do that?
My parents didn't want me to go trick or treating really
Yeah.
much.
Because of all the razor blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ecstasy and stuff.
How did that start? Is that like a real thing? Did some kids
I don't
swallow
know.
razor, or is it like a wives' tale?
That's a parent's way to look through your candy and take what they want before they
Yeah.
Parents, be careful.
Damn.
You might find really expensive ecstasy in your kid's candy.
Wow, this Reese cup's pretty big. I bet there could be a razor blade in there.
I always check for razor blades though. Like I was always paranoid about it.
I wouldn't really care.
But like by the time I got to like 6th grade, I think,
But I
I'd
feel
stopped
like-
going trick or treating.
What did they do? They stick the razor blade in the candy?
Yeah.
Supposedly?
Supposedly they unwrap it, stick the razor blade in, and wrap it back up. So you're supposed to look for like.
What kind of fucking prick?
Yeah.
But, like-
exactly. And I think they were doing it. I supposedly they were doing it with needles. They would just shove the needle through the wrapper.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that? That shit freaks me out.
But like, if they shoved
Even
a
if-
razor blade in it and you like bit down and you felt metal, it's just your teeth and you'd be like,
Still gonna.
Nah, man.
You just
Sometimes
take it out.
you eat candy sideways.
I'm sorry.
I always eat a Snickers bar sideways.
that's how the Joker got his scars.
Razor
Gave me the
blades
old
and-
Chelsea smile.
I don't know. I just wanted your guys' thoughts on that because, like, I think it was by the time I was like, in like 6th grade, my parents were like, you know what? We're just gonna get you a bag of candy, and I was
Right.
like, fine. I'd rather do that. I don't want to work for it.
Right.
Just-
Yeah.
Me personally,
It's all right
I, was-
there.
I just stopped. Like I was like, I don't want to go no more.
Yeah.
I just want. I don't.
yeah.
This wasn't.
I think I lost interest, and not only that, but if my parents were like, "I'll just buy you a bag of candy and call it a day," I'm like, "Great! I don't have to walk around
Dope.
and ask for
Should have
it."
been doing that for me since I was a child.
Yeah,
I always liked dressing up though.
yeah.
Yeah?
I
that
never
was
dressed
fun.
up. I never had a costume.
I don't know, I like
Pretty
it,
lame.
dude.
hmm
I like
So and then like comes around, you don't know what you want to be, so you're just what you were
God
the
damn
year
it.
previous, year prior.
How did I take that off without shaving cream?
The world may never
Chicken.
know.
It's probably my fingers.
Oh.
I just ate chicken. Preface.
Why do
Yeah,
why do your fingers smell like chicken? I want another one of these. They would do.
All right, something else I wanted to talk about. What are you guys' favorite horror movies?
Ooh.
I kind of told you guys a little
Yeah,
earlier.
which I thought that was really ironic because you didn't know what we were planning for the episode.
But I really like the first movie in the Scream series.
That is one series I have not seen all the movies to.
I've seen a couple.
My first horror movie in theaters ever, I went to go see Scream 4 with my mom.
Hmm.
But I wasn't scared. Like it's like it's one of those Halloween movies like you can watch without.
It's like,
Or was the first one like scary? I don't really know.
well, see, like, that's why I like the first one so much, because, like, after that, it's just kind
It
of
gets
like
kind of cheesy.
people like everyone's like familiar with the killer, and it's kind of like a joke, and they just
Yeah.
like use that same getup.
I feel like they run it into the ground, kind of.
Yeah.
Like at least in the fourth one, it's like too much almost. It's like
Plus,
I get it.
I really like Scooby Doo, and the guy who played Shaggy in the live action movies was in it, and
In the first one.
yeah.
That holds a special place in your heart.
And we were also talking about that MTV series Scream. That shit sucks. Don't bother with that.
Don't dox it.
Don't dox it.
Don't dox.
Like the producers of that show are gonna watch this and be like, "Damn, I'm upset with them." Like,
Damn.
no, I hate it. I hate it though. It's terrible.
I've never seen it. Never
Terrible.
Probably won't ever watch it.
You said Devin likes it, don't you? I don't understand.
I think so.
Watch the first episode. You'll want to just like bash your head against something. Anyway, what's your favorite scary movie?
Scary movies for me, there's something that like, I don't get easily scared by movies anyway.
Yeah. See, you're the same way I am too, because it's like you've seen it so many times where nothing surprises me anymore.
Right.
Right. So like It was a very good movie. I sat through it and didn't.
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Yeah, the new one.
It's a good horror movie, but it's
Very good
not
movie.
gonna make you jump out of your seat
Right,
unless you're.
right.
I didn't have any moments like that.
Right. No.
Like,
Because there's a lot of different underlying subplots and other stuff
Yeah.
going on.
and it's like the scenes that they tried to scare people. I can understand why. Like, I can understand. Like, they were good scares, but like I don't know.
I'm just very cool.
I'm weird.
Very
See,
good.
I envy people going in to watch a horror movie for the first time
Yeah.
because I miss that feeling of actually being like terrified to look at the screen.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
I don't get that anymore. You know.
That's why I dug on like having sleep paralysis for the longest time.
Yeah. That's a whole nother beast too.
Right, just the
We can get
terror.
into that a little bit later. I've got another. Yeah.
But one of the, say like the last movie that actually felt like tension was probably Sinister.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
That goes down as one of my favorites. Not Sinister 2, trash.
Sinister 2 is trash because it was
Waste of
almost
time.
like a comedy movie.
Yeah, waste of time. They should not have made it. They should have left it at the first.
Yeah. And if they were gonna do a second,
They should have had. They shouldn't even involve Deputy
Yeah.
so-and-so.
yeah. Which he's a great actor, funny guy, just doesn't belong in a horror movie, you know?
He had a good role in the first one because he was
The comedic
yeah,
relief. Yeah.
but he wasn't there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he's the focal point, it was too much.
Mhm.
Which is the second one.
I also do really, really like the Blair Witch Project.
Never seen it.
See,
Never
the,
seen
the original.
Yeah. Because
I didn't get the hype behind it.
it's just, I like psychological
Yeah,
movies
it
like
was
that.
good.
And yeah, I don't know, I really like when they're like panicked and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just don't get how like when it first came out, how everybody was so like fucked up by it.
Well, I think it
I
was,
guess because it was different. It's
It
like
was
the
kinda like
first
with, like,
found
the-
footage.
right, kind of like point of view,
Yeah.
the guy with the camera.
Yeah, now like watching it and
Now it's
this point in
overplayed.
time-
And it's
It's
kind of,
overplayed
it's
now.
open-ended at the end.
Yeah.
You never really know, and it leaves you wondering.
I'm yet to see the remake.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
And I remember,
Oh,
I remember watching
Really?
Paranormal Activity for the first time you watched Paranormal Activity.
Yeah,
Is-
you watched.
Steve,
Which
have you
one
seen
did-
it?
I thought it was stupid.
The first one?
The first one?
When you first watched it.
When I first watched Paranormal Activity, I didn't watch the first one.
I think
I watched one they had on like Netflix.
the
And
good
it wasn't making fun of it or anything. It was just not that
Right.
scary.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess because like I was younger when
Yeah.
We watched
Paranormal
it
Activity.
together.
Yeah, we did. And we were like, dude, that was like
Yeah.
it was hard to
Right.
watch. It was so tense.
Yeah,
But I don't get that same feeling anymore.
I could rewatch it. I'd say this is trash
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
because it's so overplayed.
And and they have drug. I haven't even seen the newest one, the Ghost Dimension or whatever,
I saw-
which looks like a
there's
CGI
one-
shit show.
There's one after. Ghost Dimension wasn't terrible.
It wasn't.
No,
I kind of like the marked ones. The
I haven't seen the
were
marked
pretty
ones.
good.
I saw Ghost Dimensions. They have another one, I believe, after Ghost Dimension.
Do they?
I believe. I could be wrong on that.
I don't know, man. I think they just really milked that series for
Yeah.
as long as they could. I would have been fine if they left it at like the first one. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like one and done deal.
What about like, these are all kind of newer scary movies. What about like classic?
I've recently been rewatching all the Friday the 13th
yeah.
movies.
So was I.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. Not because they're scary.
Right.
It's
They're
just-
really cheesy.
Yeah.
But
That is
imagine
cool.
imagine seeing that in theaters for the
Yeah.
first time.
I really like A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
Just because, like...
Do you like the remake? I dug the remake.
I did too.
I thought it was good.
I don't think I've seen the remake.
It's been a while since I watched it, so maybe I think differently now, but when I first saw that, it was good.
It's just like when the one girl, she's like... It, like, kind of cuts in between, like, Freddy just, like, fucking her up, and then, like... It like cuts to like real life and like she's just like spinning in the air like.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a classic scene.
Yeah,
that was a classic scene.
Yeah, that was super cool.
That was like the first time that anyone had really done that. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but like that was like kind of like an innovation almost, you know.
The Friday the 13th, like the remake that came out like 2008,
2009.
Yeah,
2009. That was one of the first movies where I saw a pair of tits in. And there was a lot of them in that movie.
Yeah, if I remember right, there was quite a bit.
Me as a child really dug that one.
I felt like the sex scenes in Friday the 13th, they're so awkward.
Yeah.
They're so awkward, especially the first one.
Extremely.
Okay, I didn't like the first Friday the 13th just because it's so cheesy, but it's got that like classic feel to it,
Right.
you know. But it's kind of meant to be that way.
I
almost,
really
feel
liked
like.
part 3.
Part 3 was good, especially the ending.
Mhm.
I really dug the ending
I
of
have to
part 3.
rewatch them. You make me want to rewatch them all.
We
Or
should-
watch them.
We should just rewatch them. Watch them again.
I don't want to like spoil it. I mean, they're pretty old films, but
Right.
the part where he's looking out the window at the end, that part was like legitimately creepy. That gave me a little bit of anxiety.
She's out on the water.
How do you get the fuck out of here? You know, he's like, I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was a really well done scene.
It was.
Texas Chainsaw.
That was the first scary movie I ever watched.
I have not seen a single Texas
Really?
Chainsaw.
They're good.
They have
I wanna
like
watch
the prequel and then Texas.
There's
The
there's
newer
a,
ones are not. Right?
there's a new one that I think just came out, which it was super low key. I never even heard about it, but it got like a 1.9 rating.
Yeah.
It's like it's trash. But I don't know. I'd still like to watch through them. So,
Yeah.
Steven, what is your favorite horror film?
I don't know. I really like the old 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just because of the classic.
Just because they're classic, but the new movies are all kind of trash.
I love the classic slasher films. Not because they're scary, just I think they're well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
For being in the 80s at least.
I love the Halloween series. Well,
Yeah,
some of them
yeah.
are hit and
yeah,
miss,
yeah.
but that's what to be expected with all of them. But I think Michael Myers that mask is just iconic,
Yeah.
terrifying.
The recent, not really recent, but when the Evil Dead, when that remake came out,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that
That
was
one-
extremely gory.
That's one that just
I
makes
really
you
dug
like
that.
crawl in your skin, kind of.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the movie Hostel?
I have not. I'm not too big into like gore, like a overload of gore.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying Blair Witch Project, like the psychological stuff.
Yeah,
'cause
I like that stuff
that
better.
it doesn't really get me. The only thing is like psychological and then like jump scares. But
Psychological
Jump scares are
horror.
played out. They don't
Right.
get me anymore.
Yeah.
Music heightens and you know it's coming.
Well-
Or they fake you out and it doesn't come, and then
Yeah.
like
and then the
well,
scene
yeah.
later,
Yeah.
there it is.
yeah.
What'd you think of Babadook? I'm sure you've seen that if you like psychological.
I actually haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
I literally just watched it the other day. It's pretty good.
I really dug that movie.
Pretty good.
Have you guys seen Gerald's Game on Netflix?
That is,
That's good.
yeah.
I thought that was really
I enjoyed how it followed the book to a T, because it's kind of ironic that the film ended up coming out right after I read the book.
Yeah.
But it follows the book like spot on, and I loved it. But it wasn't as, you know, it's a good movie, not scary.
Yeah. I don't really care for the ending.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How she just kind of walks away.
Yeah.
From it. Yeah.
I loved how she tore her hand away.
Have you guys seen the Woman in Black?
Yes, the
Yeah.
first one,
The first one,
very good.
one of my top favorite horror films.
Yeah.
I
It's
loved
good
it.
for-
Daniel
good for Daniel
Radcliffe was
Radcliffe.
amazing in it too.
Yeah, to break away from being Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Second one, no good. Woman in Black 2, no good.
Woman in Black 2 was trash, just like
Okay.
Sinister.
They just stopped
Leave it
making-
at the first
yeah,
one.
Stop making sequels.
Yeah.
There's very few Conjuring sequel.
That was actually good,
Conjuring. I like
and I
the
can't wait
Conjuring.
for the movie about the nun, because I'm ready
Oh,
to be
yeah,
legitimately
yeah.
scared. That was my favorite part of Conjuring 2, the nun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good, loved it. Tension was there and
The more
everything.
recent Annabelle remake.
Yeah. I was
Not
gonna
that
bring
bad.
that
Good.
up. Yeah.
I was not expecting it to
Good.
be. I haven't seen the first one.
The first one,
When he was
when it came out, was good.
Oh, the part in that movie where like the guy whose house it is, when he's holding up the cross like to like, the dark
Oh,
hallway.
that was cool.
And then his fingers crack
That was
back
cool.
one at a time.
Hey, we should put a spoiler warning in the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
So,
cool
like,
as hell.
yeah,
I love that
was,
scene.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite parts.
It's out on DVD, I believe.
Is it?
Blu-ray.
Also, I love the part under the staircase. She hides under the
Mhm.
staircase. That was really well done.
Did you ever watch As Above, So Below?
That was garbage.
He hates that movie.
I thought that was the worst movie ever.
Listen,
wasn't
listen,
good.
listen.
That
I
was
think-
the one
I
with
think
like
it's
the
so good.
catacombs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been so good.
I like it just because of the concept of it.
Yeah.
I think if a good
I like the
studio
location.
got a hold of that concept,
Yeah.
it would be an amazing
That
film.
I had such high hopes for it, and I watched it, and I was like, "This is one of the worst movies I think I've ever seen."
Like if Blumhouse or something
Yeah.
did it, maybe.
Yeah.
It just didn't make a lot
I
of
don't
sense
know.
the way they did it.
Then again, Blumhouse, their
They
movies
put
are
out
always hit or
They
miss.
did a
They put
lot
out
of-
good ones, and then
They put out a lot of different advertising for like that. They had like a bunch of different competitions and stuff.
yeah, I know they really
Yeah,
hyped the
they
shit
really
out
hyped
of it.
it up.
I love that concept, the catacombs. So that if you're in the comments and you've seen a horror movie about the catacombs, I want to know because I think that's so intriguing.
Yeah.
Like they set up like they had like YouTubers going
Yeah,
and like
PewDiePie
doing
did it.
challenges
Yeah,
and stuff.
PewDiePie
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Just-
That was a
Oh.
big marketing
Yeah,
for that.
huge
Yeah.
marketing strategy. Anyway, the next thing I was gonna ask was your favorite staple, I guess. Of let's just recap. So it's
Well, I
for
like
you, it's-
3.5 minutes.
it's Steve. So it's Sinister for you, Scream, the original Scream, and then what did you say, Steve?
Shit, I don't know, dude.
Mine is probably most recent. It's Sinister or Woman in Black. I love Woman in Black.
Yeah. Very solid.
So like
See, you
our
don't really
favorite.
know.
I'm gonna say undecided.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I was gonna ask you about your favorite monster or psycho slasher or whatever, which I guess it kind of ties into what we were just talking about. But like from any movie, your favorite monster or supernatural being or anything from any horror movie.
Wow.
Antagonist, I should say.
One of my favorite. I don't know if I could necessarily pick out a favorite,
Yeah.
but the I want to say like the demon in the first Insidious. You know that
Oh,
scene,
yeah.
that iconic scene where you finally see his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That's one of my favorite.
That
scenes.
actually got me too.
Yeah.
I jumped. I was like,
And
whoa.
it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's such a simple scene, but it's like that reveal and the way it was done. That's why that demon was one of my. That's like my favorite. I'd say reveal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could pick.
We never
favorite.
touched on Insidious.
No, but the whole Insidious
Insidious.
series. I think 1
I
and
didn't
3
like
are
the
the best. Yeah, 1 and 3 are the best by far.
Which I think the third one is underrated, honestly.
Yeah.
I really dug the third one. I
I
think that was my
don't think
favorite.
you can top the first though, for me personally.
Third
but-
one was my favorite personally.
I'd say it's
Yeah, dog, you want some?
No, I'm good.
supernatural beings. If I can't pick a specific category, I'm a big supernatural.
Okay. How?
I would say I just really like the idea behind Freddy and like not being
Yeah.
able
That's fair.
from
Next
Freddy.
one.
Yeah. But like just like the idea of like not being able to like go to sleep.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's
just being
terrifying.
like sleep deprived and like
Popping like caffeine
when
pills.
she like she's sitting in the tub and like nods off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
The fear of falling asleep because you know
Right.
he's gonna get you into
That would
sleep.
be absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if you don't sleep, then you'll go insane.
Right. You really can't escape from it. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
He's-
know. I haven't really seen like a real world killer done like that well, to where like I was scared of it. You know what I mean?
I think just as just how iconic it is, like I was saying earlier, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mask, to me, that mask is terrifying.
With the butcher knife.
Yeah, I think he's one of the most
Not butcher
terrifying
knife, the
slashers.
kitchen knife,
I love it. I don't know what it is about it too. If it's just the way the movies are done, like I don't know if it's I love the original Rob Zombie remake, not the second one, but I'm not sure which one it was, but man, I really fuck with that movie. Steve?
Insane Asylum scared the shit out of me.
Same. Just insane people.
Insane
Yeah.
people who've lost their mind. It's just
Because they're
scary.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Split could have been really well done. It was kind of.
That one makes me sad. I enjoyed the movie.
It was well done.
It was
to a
well
point.
I enjoyed the
Till
movie.
end.
Yeah. The ending kind of blew it for me. I don't know. I wasn't really messing with it, but anyway, let's move on a little bit here.
That Shyamalan twist, man.
That Shyamalan twist.
What about like in horror movies, like kind of, I don't know, like there's certain things that happen in like all like horror movies, like aspects of it that they bring in. Like, what's one of those that like scares you? Like,
example? Are you?
Like-
I'm assuming you have like an example.
no,
for
like
this.
you know, like when like someone's like possessed and like their bones crack.
Oh.
Or like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Like a trope.
Yeah.
Like if like in Paranormal Activity they get drugged by their hair across the
Yeah.
room or something like that. I can't really think of anything. I can't really pin down.
Yeah.
I think gore. Like I was saying, like I don't like to watch it just because it makes me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I did
That's-
on that.
Yeah, like the Saw movies, they make me so uncomfortable. Just like I feel like I shouldn't be watching it.
Sorry for Jigsaw.
That stuff makes me uncomfortable just because it's like it's very real. It's very real.
Yeah, very
You know?
excited for Jigsaw.
Yeah.
I'll probably go see.
I have high hopes.
I like watching them, but I also feel like I shouldn't be watching them. You know what I mean? That's what they're going for,
Yeah.
and it works. It works.
This is a place I should not be.
Yeah, yeah. Like watching them get tortured. I'm like, man, this is.
It's like I want to help you.
Cut it. Yeah, yeah,
Let me
exactly.
help you.
I shouldn't like this.
I get what you're saying. Is bones cracking like one for you?
I don't really know. I kind of
Alright.
lost it. I had it
Went
like
into
phrased really
Yeah.
good in my head. But yeah, I don't know, just like when there's like, it's like the suspense things that get me, I guess, like when there's something in the dark and like the music's building.
But you don't see anything.
Right, right.
Crescendo.
That scene from Annabelle where it runs into her room.
Yeah.
Annabelle 2. That shit got me. I love that part.
Or like the little things I love.
And not like made me jump, but I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? You know,
The tension.
it makes me excited to.
The tension.
Yeah, the tension. I love that. I hate when they. I think jump scares are so played out where they feel like every time there's tension, there has to be a jump scare.
Right.
Mhm.
When you
Jump
build
scares
tension
can be
and
done so well.
when you build tension and nothing happens, and you keep building that,
Yeah.
that's when it. That's when
That's when it's time to fucking punch somebody
Yeah.
in the face with a scare.
when Lights Out came out, I was expecting something like that.
Oh.
Everyone was saying how scary it was.
It
It's the
wasn't.
best horror
It
movie in a
wasn't.
long time,
It did
and
not scare me.
it didn't do nothing for me.
It was very
good.
well
Good
done.
concept.
yeah.
Very
I-
well made movie.
If you haven't seen the short film that it was based off of,
That's creepy.
watch that. That is a much. I'd rather watch the short film
Yep.
than watch the full length.
You ever watched like old silent films that were supposed to be horror films?
That's kind of creepy.
Those are creepy
Yeah.
as fuck.
Never have.
I haven't seen that.
To watch one.
Another little thing, it doesn't, it's a little thing I look for. It's not really scary, but I really like it when it happens because it's just like such a little nod. But like when it's like framed in a way that the focus is on like the main character and like in the background
see
you see
them.
something
Yeah.
like just
Yeah,
scattered.
but they don't notice it. But you're like,
Right.
turn around,
Right,
please.
yeah.
It's not something that everybody can catch.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Something that
I
you
love
have to-
It's fun when you're in the theater and you're like, did you see that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
your friend is
Yeah.
like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or another thing in like the Paranormal series, which I can't say I'm a big fan of, but it's just like there's a lot of little imaging in it and detail that like isn't obvious.
Yeah.
And, like not a lot of people get.
Yeah,
I
that is
really
cool.
Like that.
Like maybe like there's a camera and like I can't remember which one it was, but they put a camera on like a fan head and it was like rotating, and then maybe like something moved off here,
Yeah.
way in the background, something moved.
And when it pans back,
Yeah, yeah, and it's gone, or you know, or it stopped moving.
just the little things.
Yeah.
And your friend can be like, "Did you see that? Something's
Yeah.
happening here."
And you think they're just messing with
Yeah,
you. It's like,
yeah.
dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good stuff too. Segueing from that, I wanted to talk about if you guys have any paranormal experiences or encounters or anything, like real ghost stories.
No piss boys.
No piss boys, no.
We should go into a place though and like
I would love
vlog
to.
it.
I would.
I'm going to
Lots
I'm
of
going to
scary.
like an actual ghost hunt this weekend. I'm pretty excited, so
Really?
I'll have to chronicle that one. Yeah, in Tiffin. It's gonna be awesome.
That I wanted to go to that penitentiary. The
Mansfield.
Yeah, man.
We should do the thing where we stay the night there.
I would love
Yeah.
to.
I would love to
That'd
do
be
that.
Sweet, yeah.
I think it'd be awesome.
I think I don't know. I thought I used to think I had a lot, but
Right.
then it's like stuff you can kind of explain
Debunk,
away.
Yeah.
Yep.
My grandma's house was haunted. They had to come in and get
Yeah.
somebody to. I don't know. I probably told you guys. this.
You've told me this, but
I'm gonna
it'd
tell
be
it
good
for
to
the camera.
retell. It's a good story, dude.
So my grandma's house, they got it. I think my grandma will have to correct me if I'm wrong on this. I should have brushed up on it before I decided to tell it here, but I'll take another one of those, please, too. Thank you. So there was this guy who lived in the house,
Might as well.
and he was a big drug dealer. And the cops, I'm just gonna try to like make this a little short here, but basically cops came to bust him, and he was upstairs shooting at the cops from the upstairs window. So, you know, kind of, you won't take me alive sort of shit.
Right.
Cops firing back at him. There's a big old shootout. I believe his wife and kids were in the house too, or his wife and his kid. And they got them out. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. But anyway, long story short, before the cops bust in and got him, killed himself in the house. My grandparents, I believe, got the house for pretty cheap. And then, you know, they had a bunch of little stuff happening here and there, but the one big thing that happened was my grandma was cooking stuff up in the kitchen, and she went out to the living room to tell my grandpa something, and when they heard like a loud clanging, banging around, and when she turned around to go back into the kitchen, all the cupboards had flown open.
No.
All the spices and stuff from her spice drawer were all over the counter and everything.
No, I couldn't.
And
I'd be out of
she
that.
remembers that clear as day. Like, can you
Yeah.
imagine actually?
No.
Like, that's something you
Yeah,
I
just
just got
cannot.
shiver
That's
there,
something
yeah.
you just cannot explain.
There's no way, yeah.
So they had somebody come in and bless the house, and ever since then it's been all right. There was this one time my sister stayed the night with her friend, and they were like messing around, which I'm still pissed off at her to this day that she didn't save the picture. But she took my sister's friend took a picture of her sitting on my grandma's couch, and there was an
I
outline.
believe I've seen the picture.
Have you seen them? Did
Yeah.
she show you it?
Yeah.
She was scared and deleted it or whatever. But there's
I
like
feel like I have seen the picture.
there was an outline of a man sitting next to her.
Either I've seen it or you've told me about it before.
Yeah.
For some
And-
reason, I feel like I have recollection of that.
So, yeah, but that I haven't had anything like, ooh, actually I have. Okay, I should have talked about this for the favorite slasher or monster or whatever. Is Mothman?
Mothman.
I don't like to talk about that shit too much.
Mothman?
It sounds stupid, dude, but
no,
it's...
yeah.
I was sitting downstairs, my gaming setup used to be down in the basement where we currently are. And I was talking to a good buddy of mine over the mic, and we started talking about Mothman. I think we were playing Dead Space 3 too, so that didn't help. It was like 3 in the morning, obviously. It has to be. But never have I experienced something like this. When I started talking about it, the lights in my basement shut off and turned back on when I said Mothman. This is no joke, dude. I got chills up and down my spine, and I was like, oh my god, dude. I was like, I gotta stop talking about this. He's like, what's going on? I was legitimately freaked out. And I said Mothman again, and it happened again. It happened like 2 or 3 times, where all the lights like flickered, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm shutting up. Let's change the subject. That was one of the scariest things that ever happened to me. Most thing I can't explain because I've never had any problem. It was that light that's over there above the washer and dryer. Never had anything like that before it happened to me, and that light has never gave us troubles ever since that. We have not replaced those lights. So that's one thing I can't explain. I don't know if it could just be coincidence, but that shit scared me.
Yeah. The one thing I'm thinking of is me and my buddy we were in a cave. We were just kind of messing around or whatever. And
Was this the one you showed me?
Yeah. The Corey up in the
We were in a
cliffs.
cave.
messing around, being boys in a cave.
Oh, is this the place you showed me?
Yeah.
Wait, oh no.
So it's kind of like a big cave. You got like a lot of room and stuff, but like around this big boulder, there's kind of like a big crevice. It kind of just goes down, and it's just like your shoulders are like touching each side, so you really got to kind of jimmy down in there. But like it's like a 6-foot drop kind of. So you like kind of get down in there, and I had a flashlight, and just kind of looking around, and it kind of goes down
You have
further.
a flashlight down there?
No flashlight.
Not different time.
Okay,
yeah.
there.
So it kind of slopes down from there and kind of goes around a corner, and like it goes down far. So I get down in there, and I'm with the flashlight, and you know there's people like graffiti like pentagrams and stuff like that. And so that didn't help, but I went a little further, and like it's just like a overwhelming like darkness. Like I get it, it's a cave, but it's like overpowering.
It's almost like it's so dark you could feel the.
Yeah. So I go a little further, and like I said, it's real tight
It was
space.
overpowering, so I kept going.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just like messing around. Yeah. So I go a little further, and then there's like another drop down area, like another 6 feet or so, and like I just get this like this whole feeling through my whole body, and it's like envelops me, and it's like just like it's not good. It's like bad juju.
Bad energy.
Bad
baby.
juju. But yeah, no, it freaked me out, and like you couldn't really see what was down there.
I just want to like pull up pictures. I took some pictures.
Yeah.
I was like, you couldn't pay me enough to go down there.
Yeah.
It's creepy as hell.
It's not really something you can explain, but just like that feeling that like, came across me, it's like bad stuff.
It's like you get hit with a wave of
Like,
oh shit.
turn around.
Yeah, turn around.
Not good.
Mhm.
And I should say, yeah,
Yeah.
I should say my friend, he was at that initial drop off, kind of up at the top. So I was like by myself down there. He's kind of like trying to talk to me, but it's like kind of I can't really hear him. So it's like got out of there.
You're a brave soul, because I would have dropped down there and be like, nah, get me up. Pull me back up.
But it's like, isn't that weird? Like when you're in that situation, and like I said, it kept going. I could have gone farther, but I didn't.
It's almost like
like
something's like, stop. Just stop.
Yeah,
you don't
but
want to
like
know.
you also have that in your mind. It's like, what the hell's back there?
You
What
have
else
you
is
have like
there?
a self conflict where it's like, I need to find out, but something is telling me
Something's
you stop it right now. Like
I
if you
still
go
wanna
further, something
dude.
bad.
Talking about it makes me wanna. It just at random times
Bring
it
the
like
camera.
eats me. It's like
Yeah,
let's down there.
Sounds like a good plot for a book.
Let's all go.
What if
Well,
it like opens up more? It's like
Into, like, a
another
big
area.
cave.
We'll stay at the front of the cave, and you two could go.
Oh, great idea.
We won't fit in the crevice.
I just said you couldn't pay me enough to go down there. What I was gonna ask you two, Nate, is if you wanted to share your sleep paralysis thing, because I feel like that's kind of supernatural in a way.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people know what that is, but if you don't, or if you haven't experienced it, it's where it's where your body falls asleep at night, but your mind doesn't. So what that leaves you with is, just set the scene for you. You're laying in bed, and your eyes are open, and you can look around, but you can't move at all.
Mm-hmm.
And have any of you ever experienced?
Yes.
I haven't.
It's the scariest thing ever,
Yeah.
and you've had it way worse than I
I've tried
have.
so hard so many times. 'Cause I'm like, there's
It's
no
the
way.
scariest
It's
thing
like-
ever.
I've been
trying for years.
Well, it's just like
It's the thrill of it.
it's gotta happen to me for
Yeah.
me to be like, oh,
For you,
Yeah.
I've had it once.
But
It was scary.
yeah, so you can't move, and your mind starts hallucinating these things around you. And I don't know.
Before you continue, is the
I'll just speed up a little bit.
all right?
Okay. So yeah, I don't know why, or for what reason, your mind hallucinates. It's always the scariest shit you can think of. I don't know why your brain automatically turns to that, but I've had it multiple times. There was a time I probably had it, once, twice a month for the longest time. I haven't had it probably a month or two, So probably due for it again, honestly. But I don't know. You just it's the sensation of you panic because you can't move, and you panic because you can see you can see something in your room that you know it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You can see something at the foot of your bed, or you can hear things whispering to you, or
Which is my experience.
Yeah.
And then like what I felt when I had it was like I could hear someone on the opposite end of my house, and I can hear them make like a dead sprint with what sounded like heavy boots. Run, barge into my room, and kick the shit out of my bed.
Yeah.
And it feels like eternity. But
it's
like
only
it
like
almost
a
feels
minute or
like
two.
my bed was like shaking, you know, and then it woke me up.
But it only lasts. It feels like
It
hours.
snapped
But
me out
it
of
lasts like 2 minutes at most. I never had it last for more than that. And
You start like wiggling your fingers.
yeah,
like,
if
get
it
me
ever
out of here.
happens, you try to wiggle your fingers and toes until you slowly your body starts to wake itself back up. That's the only way I've gotten myself out of it. Is by wiggling toes.
It's very real and very scary.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, and I think the only explanation for it is like, oh, it's like a chemical thing. But
maybe.
man, I feel like there's more to it than that. But
I will say with
Yeah.
that, it kind of ties into it. I don't know what you call it. I guess it's like hallucinating, like an audible hallucination, like when you
Oh,
can
yeah.
hear something in your head. Have you had that?
because both of my,
Yeah.
I've had it 3 times. The one I just described was the worst time it happened, and it was all audible. I mean, I could feel the
Right.
bed getting kicked, but most of it was all audible.
See, yeah,
Screams and
I haven't
stuff.
had that where it's like audible and visual, but like
I haven't had the visual, fortunately.
That is-
Nate has, but
I have, and it wasn't even when I was asleep. Like I've had it a couple times where, well, the one time I was just sitting there watching TV and like plain as day, swear it was like someone was like right in my ears, like both sides, and it was just like
whispering or
no, it was like a fucking pissed off yell, and it was like
what?
get the fuck up,
Oh
and I was
my
like
God. Whoa!
shit.
Holy shit!
Dude, it
you
was
never
like-
told me about this. Damn.
No, it was fucking pissed off and like angry, and I was like,
Oh my
I don't know what
God,
to
that's
do.
terrifying.
yeah. But
You were
like,
just
I
chilling
feel-
watching TV?
Yeah, I feel like, isn't that weird that like, do you think it's just your brain, or do you think it's something like outside of that?
I don't know.
Cause like it's so wild.
I know.
Unless it happens to you.
I want to say it's like your own thoughts becoming.
Yeah.
Audible.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
If it hasn't happened to you, you can just be like, oh well, yeah, it's a brain thing.
The brain is a
Right.
very mysterious thing, and that's a
Yeah.
part of us all.
Right.
I was listening to this video one time where it's like, your brain is not a part of you.
Mhm.
Your brain is its own entity, and you're not like. It's hard to explain, but your brain is its own thing, and you are just a vehicle for it, basically.
Mhm.
It's like. I feel like it's a hard thing to wrap your head around, kind of.
Yeah, it is.
But I thought that was interesting because it's like, it's almost like stuff like that is your brain trying to take back control of you. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Maybe I'm.
No, yeah. Another thing that's happened to me that ties in with what you're saying, like you're just a vessel for your brain. I've like had a feeling where like I'm living like vicariously like through my own body, and it's like you're like very aware, and it's weird. It's a weird feeling. It like feels like you're behind yourself.
Yeah,
Like back
yeah.
further
You
inside
become like
yourself.
so aware of yourself. Have you ever had that, Steven? I think we've talked about that before. Where you
You
come
look
like,
in the mirror and
Yeah.
you're like, I'm in this.
yeah, I'm here. I'm really.
You
I'm
just
really
get smacked with
like,
your own.
yeah.
Thought that you were
It's so
having like
crazy.
an out of body
I
experience.
was just about to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah.
Like you feel like you wake up and you can see yourself.
Have you ever had like an out of body experience while sleeping and felt like you've left yourself,
Kind of.
left your body? I've had that happen to me once.
When I get when I'm like in between sleep and
Yeah.
awake, and I like try to sit up, I'll sit up and think I'm sitting up, and then I'll open my eyes and I'll still be laying down.
Huh.
I've never had that happen.
I don't know. It's like you're half there and half gone.
Right.
I haven't. I had like an out of body experience in like the traditional sense, I guess. But like I have had like yeah, where I'll be whatever, just sitting or laying down, and then like I'll get up or shift or whatever, and like when I do that, I like snap back into myself, like I
snap
can
back
feel,
to reality.
Yeah, so like
Oh,
before that, all right, I'm trying to be all serious here. But yeah, it's a really weird feeling where like you feel like you're like way behind yourself or like way above yourself.
You feel like your
And then you
consciousness
shift.
comes back in your head.
And it's a weird feeling. It's like kind of like a ripple, and it's like you're kind of normal but also like behind yourself, and then it gets like faster, and then you're back in yourself.
That's crazy
It's
shit.
really
I've never
weird.
had anything like that before, so I can't really say.
The one out of body experience I've had was me, and I was laying in my bed, and I don't think it was a dream. It didn't like it. There was no way it was a dream. Maybe it could have been. But I sat up out of I sat up out of bed, like I fell over onto the floor, and I tried to stand up, and like it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, just getting my feet under me and standing
Oh, that's
up.
weird.
And I stood up and I look over and I was still laying in bed.
That's crazy.
And then I-
It's like you're crawling out of yourself.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was.
That's
it
weird.
was
It's like
insane.
your brain trying to leave you.
I had.
That's weird.
I've never felt anything like. It felt like there was 1,000 pounds on my back, just me trying to stand.
That's
So wait, you
crazy.
saw yourself in your bed?
Yeah, get my balance and stand.
It's almost like you can exist without your body, but your brain tells you come back. You know,
Have you ever heard?
it's like that's the weight. It's trying
Yeah.
to get you back,
But like what
trying to stop you.
happened after that?
It's like
Were you in your bed, or were you out of your bed, or how did it like transition from there?
it was almost. If I can remember it right, it's like I fell back down and I woke up in my bed.
Whoa.
Cause it was like I don't know. It was something like just so insanely hard to stand up. Something that like I've never experienced before. Just like trying to use my legs and stand, but it felt like there was like 1,000 pounds on my back holding me down.
I get what you're saying by like that, not in like whatever you want to call it, supernatural or whatever you want to call it, but I know what you're saying, like by like being in sports, like by being like dehydrated and like having your legs like collapse,
Not work, yeah.
and like you just fall and like you try to
It
get
did not
up
work.
and you just
Cause I can remember being on like all fours trying to get myself to stand.
that sucks.
That's
But,
crazy.
I don't know. It was weird.
All right, moving on from that.
That got deep.
I want to know what you guys' biggest fears are.
Mine
It
are
can be
like-
as deep as you want to make it.
Mine are like stupid stuff that like I think everyone deals with, but
Like heights
they're
and
just
stuff like that, that's
no,
right.
it's like more so like real things like
I'm a little.
failure,
Oh,
public
yeah.
speaking.
Myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real.
Yeah.
Mine, it's just like stupid stuff. It's like not being able to like have my brain like going like insane or whatever you want to call it, but like not or going blind.
I think everybody
Going-
like that fear. Of,
I know
That'd
what you
be
mean. That's-
scary.
yeah.
Yeah. That's like real life.
Yeah.
My fears are all stuff that is real. You know, like
Yeah.
I mean, not like I have this huge fear of kidney stones.
Yeah.
That one day I will get kidney stones.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more I think it, the more I think it into reality, you know? But it's just like, that shit terrifies me.
Have you thought about like that, like the power of like perception and like people say like
If you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
you put it
think
out
it
So,
there.
should-
I believe that to an
nothing.
extent. Because like, though, I think of everything as like energy,
Yeah.
you know? So if you put that thought out there,
The universe.
the more you
will
think
reward
it, yeah.
You can. The universe will
Yeah.
give it to you. But if you're putting the negatives out there, that's what
To
you're
an
gonna
extent.
get.
Like, I don't believe, like,
That's how. Yeah.
you can be like, I want this person to die. I want this person to, and like,
Right, yeah.
not like that, but I just feel like subconsciously,
you can
can
make yourself.
It is like an actual thing, like the people that sell like bracelets that are supposed to help you with like your balance and stuff for athletes.
Yeah, it's so
And
subconscious.
it helps you do it, like it physically does.
Because you're wearing it, you're like, oh, I have better
You
balance.
believe that it'll help you.
Yeah,
but-
it's a placebo.
The gazebos.
Yeah, the gazebos.
Right.
Steve, what's your biggest fear?
It's a reference.
Growing old scares the shit out of me.
Growing old?
Growing
That's
older.
that's very
Oh.
true.
The older I get, the more scared I get to get older.
Yeah.
Morality sets in.
Yeah.
Being elderly is what scares you. Like getting to that point.
I don't want to get old.
Like when your parents die, it teaches you how you're not immortal.
Are your
Yeah.
parents dead?
No, my parents are not dead. But I heard that. So I was watching a bunch of videos about people like learning lessons as they get older. And they're like, when your parents die, it really teaches you your own morality.
Because like right now when I'm driving around, you ever drive around and then realize that at any minute you could just get T-boned and die?
Yeah.
That's very scary. It makes me scared to go out sometimes, but it's like you can't live in fear too.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, realizing your own morality is a very scary
That
thing.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
It's
always
like shit, I could die.
Yeah.
Like when we went up to the caves, like
Yeah.
when
fall off this cliff.
yeah, when we were climbing up there, I'm like, I could easily just take the wrong step, fall to my death.
I always live under the thought process that I'm invincible until age 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 26 is where like I can die at anything. Until then, I just try to do whatever, and I feel like I won't die. But I think 26 is like the age.
Age.
For me, it's like after 26, it's like I could die.
I got this like overwhelming fear. Sometimes I get it where it's like I feel like maybe I'm gonna die soon. You ever get that?
Yeah.
Is that just? I don't want to sound like a psycho or anything, but it's just like I feel like I might not make it. You know, not like a mental health thing or not like suicide, but just like you get this thought that like
for some reason you're going to die.
yeah.
Not being able
Like, a lot of
to
times-
control other people's actions.
Exactly.
It's like
It's scary.
oh, you can control what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be a good driver. You can live safely.
But that don't mean
just like the one other person
yeah,
living their own life is
There's
like
one person
yeah.
to make a careless action.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to think about it too. And sometimes I feel like when there's good, there always comes bad. So like lately, I've been having a lot of good shit happen to me. A lot of positive stuff happen to me. But it's like, I feel like at some point, some bad shit's gonna happen to me. The more good that happens to me, the more bad happens to me too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a pessimistic way, like a pessimistic outlook, but every time some good stuff happens, I'm always like, alright, we had some technical difficulties. We had to charge this stuff up. So, forget what we were just talking about.
Nice segue.
But we're back for the last topic.
Back to the last topic. And this topic is, has pumpkin spice gotten out of hand?
Yes.
Has
By
pumpkin
far.
spice gone too far?
By far.
Are you sure?
Yep.
We've got some examples here, and I want to ask you guys if it's going too far
Alright.
or if it's just
I
right.
like a nice pumpkin spice coffee.
Pumpkin.
good.
The taste of pumpkin
Alright.
spice is delicious. Yeah.
What about pumpkin spice gum?
Oh.
Extra pumpkin spice gum.
I have never.
I'm gonna
tried
have all three of you weigh on each one of these, and then majority rules if it's too far.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, I like it.
No pumpkin spice gum.
Nope.
I've yet to try it, so I'm not gonna count it out. But I feel like it probably wouldn't be too bad.
I only like minty gum though. That's the reason.
I'd say I'd probably like to try. I'd say that's too far.
Steve.
I just feel like because it's a spicy thing, it might not be good.
It's like cinnamon. It's like cinnamon.
I don't like cinnamon gum.
It's a preference thing.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's gone too far though. Like,
That is not taking pumpkin spice too far. That's personal preference whether you like that kind of gum or not.
I guess so. All right. So is it too far?
I'd say it's not too
No.
far.
Not too far.
I'd say that one's not too far. There's more extremes.
Pumpkin spice yogurt.
No.
What else?
Too far.
Too far?
Yeah.
That sounds delicious to me.
It's yogurt.
You say it's too far, Steve?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
This sounds really, really good.
With granola? Granola in there?
Yeah. I don't think
It's
that's
not too far?
Alright, I guess I'm the weird one.
It sounds
That
good.
guy on the website was like, it's horrible.
It sounds.
It sounds
It
delicious.
sounds like it would be good.
Pumpkin spice protein powder.
No, that's too far.
That's too far.
I feel like that'd be good.
You're crossing the line.
Yeah. Majority rules, I guess it's too far.
Come on!
Sounds a little too far.
It's too far.
Some protein powder with some milk.
Pumpkin spice tortilla chips.
That's too far.
It literally means nothing, whatever you are gonna say.
Fine, next item.
What do you think about it though? Pumpkin spice tortilla chips. I feel like maybe it'd be good if you had like a dessert dip to dip it, like a cannoli dip or something like that.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I would think
think
pumpkin
it sounds
spice
good.
pita chips would be better than tortilla chips.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Just,
All right.
just get like cinnamon and sugar.
We'll say it's too far.
Chips.
Too
Oh,
far.
it's too far.
Pumpkin spice Oreos.
Those could be good.
Okay, Oreo is such. They have so many
It's so
various
versatile.
flavors. I don't think that you can go wrong. Like you can go wrong with the flavor, but like they have so many. It's not too far for Oreo.
Yeah.
Let's not push it too
No,
far. For
not too far then.
Nah.
What about pumpkin spice milk?
Straight up milk.
Pumpkin spice milk. I used to drink
I've-
pumpkin spice soy milk, and it was actually pretty damn good.
I've seen like mint milk, and that was.
That sounds terrible.
Pumpkin spice milk straight up. I don't think I'd drink it, but like,
It'd be nice.
It's almost like eggnog. I'll tell you that.
It'd be a nice thing to
Oh.
like put in your coffee.
It's almost like pumpkin
that'd
eggnog.
be good. I was gonna say like with some cinnamon toast crunch cereal.
It might as well just be pumpkin spice creamer. You put in your coffee.
Too far?
No, not too far.
No, you could use it for some.
No, there's like chocolate milk, strawberry milk.
Yeah, why not have pumpkin
Vanilla.
spice? Pumpkin
Seasonal.
spice fettuccine.
Too far.
That's way too fucking far.
You are not gonna mess up my Alfredo.
That's too far.
That's pushing the extremes.
What about pumpkin spice peanut butter?
Too far.
That's too far for me.
That's not
Peanut
too far
butter
for
is
me.
like such a set flavor.
I think
Yeah.
Like
You add
Me,
something
I think,
to the
I think
not
peanut butter's
very-
trash.
peanut
Yeah.
butter's trash.
I think it's trash.
I don't like Nutella.
I love Nutella. I just think peanut butter is something that's like
Like-
it's too like
It's too like set in its ways. It's not really a versatile thing.
Yeah.
it's something that makes me want to have water. Like it's so dry. to me.
Yeah.
Like just peanuts. I like peanuts. Peanut butter is just something about it I don't like.
Yeah.
I think pumpkin spice would be alright.
So,
Maybe a pumpkin spice spread in and of itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a cream cheese sort of deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the peanut butter's pushing it though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too far for me.
Okay. So it's too far.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice soap and body wash.
God damn. Are
Pumpkin
you serious?
Scented.
Scented?
Yeah. Not flavored.
God damn, this soap tastes good.
That'd be cool.
Scented.
Scented?
Pumpkin
I'm not trying
spice.
to-
No, no, I was saying flavored.
Like you could eat your soap.
Yeah.
Bars of soap.
I don't think it just being scented is too far. I mean,
Yeah.
they have scents for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Alright, not too far.
Going to a fall party, get a little.
Alright. Pumpkin spice asshole.
Not too far. Cut the video.
Yeah, just stop.
Where do I find it?
Alright. For real, pumpkin spice trail mix.
Mm.
That sounds like it'd be pretty dang.
Well,
Is it like all
Too far
flavor?
for me.
Just pumpkin spice stuff in it?
think a regular trail mix. You got Mama Nums,
Yep.
granola,
It's Mama Nums.
It's like,
M&Ms.
but like regular trail mix is sweet and salty. Pumpkin spice is just sweet and sweet.
Yeah.
So is it too far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. Don't fuck with the formula.
Pumpkin spice almonds.
Nah, that sounds like it'd be pretty.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
asking the wrong
Cinnamon
guy.
almonds
I
or
don't like
cinnamon roasted
almonds.
almonds.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
yeah, the
some-
roasted cinnamon
You know,
almonds are
like
good.
praline pecans, that kind of stuff.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah, you can spice up the nuts.
I like the Bavarian, yeah, like the nuts you get at the fair, those are good.
Yeah.
So if it's like that, then yeah. But if it's just almond with some flavoring on it.
So it's too far or not too far?
Not too far.
Not too far.
You can mess with that.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice marshmallows.
That's
I have had them before, not a fan.
I'm not feeling
Yeah?
that one.
No.
Too far?
It's too far.
Marshmallows are hard to get flavor in, because they're like.
They're just marshmallows. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Let them be marshmallows.
All right.
Have you noticed that
fuck
though
with
with
marshmallows.
marshmallows, like flavored marshmallows? It's like very faint flavor.
Yeah.
Most of it's just
I
like
like
Yeah,
the chocolate.
yeah.
They like the chocolate ones. It's like
Yeah.
it's just like a marshmallow.
It's hard
Yeah.
to get flavoring. Man.
It's like a brown marshmallow.
For like Christmas, they do the green and red ones, and they're supposed to be like lime and cherry. Nope, they're not.
The marshmallow.
Those little multicolored ones you'd eat when you were little.
Yeah, those
Oh,
those
yeah.
are so nasty.
Yeah, they are super gross. But like as a kid, I
They're
was
so dry and like there's like a weird.
But as a kid,
powder
I was
on the
excited
outside.
about
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're trash
bomb
now.
in their day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice Pringles.
Too far.
Too far.
Too far.
That sounds gross.
Too far. Yeah.
Pringles aren't supposed to be like sweet.
Sweet.
They're supposed to be savory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the barbecue ones are like a tangy.
Yeah.
I saw pumpkin spice pretzels the other day too. That's not on the list, but like you know how like Snyder's do
Yeah.
the sweet and salty thing, where
Yeah,
it's
like
like,
the
but I don't know if I like pumpkin spice
No.
with it.
No.
That's just weird. Pumpkin spice alcohol, in general,
I wouldn't know.
So
is it too far? I mean,
feel
just
like
the idea of it, Steve.
I feel like you could pull it off if you did it with like a almost like a fireball type deal, like a whiskey.
Their example was vodka,
Oh,
No.
that is
No, no, no,
weird.
no, no.
pumpkin spice vodka.
Too far for me.
That's
Steve,
weird because
Just the idea of it. What do you
such like
think?
a
I have
clear,
no idea.
clean.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing as the pumpkin
Vodka's
spice
like
milk.
rubbing
I
alcohol.
don't know.
Yeah.
Never
Pumpkin
tried.
spice rubbing alcohol.
So
Vodka,
you're
no.
saying it's too far?
Vodka, no, but
Yeah. I'd say you could mix it with a whiskey.
whiskey. Yeah.
All right, I'll just say it's too far.
Yeah.
Just in this instance. I didn't know this existed, but I kind of want to try some now. Welch's Sparkling Pumpkin Spice. You know, like sparkling
Yeah.
white grape juice?
No thanks.
Sparkling pumpkin spice. And not only that, but sparkling caramel apple. Caramel
Well,
apple.
what's the?
I haven't had a sparkling juice drink that I didn't like, so
Mhm. But I'm asking the same question
What
you
is-
are. What's the base?
Yeah.
Is it grape juice or is it
Or is it like just water?
just like a club soda
Yeah.
with pumpkin spice flavoring?
That's weird.
It's almost too far to me.
Yeah.
But I
They
really
don't-
want to try it.
they don't make Mountain Dew out of fruits.
Well, yeah.
it's just
Obviously,
a carbonated base
But the
with
syrup-
flavor.
well,
Right,
yeah.
right. So it's the pumpkin spice flavoring with like a club soda.
so it's just a soda pop.
It's a pumpkin soda. Is pumpkin soda too far?
Yes.
Pumpkin spice soda.
I'd try it.
I
but
definitely.
I
tried
definitely
it.
would try it.
I, got
I just feel like it wouldn't be good.
right.
Yeah. I've seen caramel apple Fago
Oh,
before.
but not.
But I've not seen this Welch's
I just
stuff.
feel like
I'm
it'd be
assuming
too
it's
overwhelmingly sweet. The caramel apple, I'm saying.
yeah.
Pumpkin, I don't know. It's just such a strong flavor
Right.
for
I think
a
it's-
soda.
Is it too far?
I think.
Yes.
I think it's too far, but I'd definitely be willing to give it a
Yeah.
shot just to see, you know?
Yeah.
That's almost like with most of these things, though.
Right.
Pumpkin spice cream cheese. And we talked about this
Good.
earlier.
Good.
Good.
That's
yeah.
good.
bueno.
That has to be good.
Bueno.
Very good.
Nice
Not
spread
too
on a
far.
bagel or something.
Oh.
Oh, we got a bagel. That'd be so good.
Nice, like lightly toasted bagel.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's a genius idea.
Yeah.
So that's not too far.
Mhm.
And lastly on the list is pumpkin spice cereal. Is that too far?
What
I
kind
think
of
they got
cereal?
cinnamon cereal.
Okay, so I'm thinking like I have like pumpkin spice Cheerios upstairs.
Oh.
Is that too far?
Nah.
I've tried them. They're not terrible, but I'd rather be eating a Honey Nut Cheerio.
Right.
It's
You got
like
your pumpkin spice Cheerios with your pumpkin spice milk. And your pumpkin spice
That's
spoon.
way too much.
yeah, that's overkill almost.
Then you can brush your teeth. with
I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's like pointless. Like it's just a
Yeah.
cash in because they know
Yeah.
people want to just try it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not a cereal guy. You know that about me.
Yeah.
We have some beef with cereal,
Yeah,
but I think
some
some
serious
variation in there.
What cereal do to you?
You'll be
You
good.
don't want to know. We'll say that for later.
Alrighty.
What cereal did to Nate?
Okay.
Maybe lose my innocence.
The world wants to know
You're
now.
good
We'll
at
say this for another
Sure.
video.
That'll be a skit
Yeah.
in and of itself.
Yeah.
What cereal did to Nate?
So is it too
I
far?
can picture
I-
it already.
Is it too far?
Too far.
Is it just a cash in?
Yes. Too
Yeah,
far.
I'm just-
They're all-
just a cash
everything's a cash in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's too far for me.
All right.
It's not something I'd see on the shelf and be like, oh, they got it finally.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't seem like that's a good idea. No.
No, that's a good idea right
So-
there.
The majority is that pumpkin spice has gotten out of hand. It needs to stop. Pumpkin spice is good, but it's not good on everything.
Right.
Nope.
That's a lesson that needs to be learned.
Everything's good, moderation.
Fucking pumpkin spice, get your shit together. Just knock the camera off the fucking tripod. With that said, that's all. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Kerncast.
Our pleasure.
And you'll be seeing these guys in a lot of upcoming skits. I'm very excited to make more. Give us some feedback in the comments below, even if you hate us. Tell us, I guess.
I want to know what you have to say.
Why do you hate me?
I want to know why you have a toe fetish. I think it's pretty gross. It's just
Stephen
gross.
has one? No.
No, they do.
They do?
It's pretty fucking disgusting.
All right.
Just
Yeah.
like little fingers.
Little fingers.
Little thick fingers.
Alright, tell us what you think of pumpkin spice asshole. Is it too far? I don't think so. See you guys.